Good morning, everybody. Lone Wolf Rick here, and it is a cold Sunday morning here on the Las Vegas Strip. Currently, it's about 43 degrees, about 8 a.m. this morning, and I am standing at the corner of Tropicana and Las Vegas Strip. Let's turn around here and we'll take a look real quick. You can see there's the Excalibur Hotel, and what we're going to talk about today is a little bit of forgotten history here in Las Vegas. Some history that maybe some of you don't know, or some of you may have forgotten. So what this corner represents, back in 1961, right here on this corner of Tropicana and Las Vegas Boulevard, there was a I'm sorry, I just drew a little blank here, but there was a golf course here. It's like on this corner right here, the Tropicana Country Club, and that country club was here from 1961 to 1990, so it was here for a while, right in this location right here. Now, what happened was there was a corporation that made a bid and bought the land for this piece of land right here, because they were going to build perhaps the first mega resort here on the Las Vegas Strip. They were going to build the Xanadu. Believe it or not, the name of their corporation was Xanadu, and they were going to build the Xanadu Hotel and Casino. And this was 5 years before Olivia Newton-John released its like that massive album and the massive movie that flopped. But at that time, everybody was excited about the Xanadu here on this location right here, as it was going to be built right there. It was going to be big. It's like it was going to be 1,730 rooms was going to be the size of that property. 1,730 rooms. So when you think about that, it was going to be the size. It's like, you know, the thing of some of the smaller mega resorts anyway in today's world. Now back then in 1975, 1,750 rooms would have been a pretty huge property, to be honest with you. They from Flamingo on up towards Tropicana, and then past Tropicana, there were only 4 properties. It's like, you know, here it's like hotel casinos. There was the Dunes, there was the Aladdin, there was the Marina, which is now part of the MGM Grand, and the Tropicana Hotel and the Hacienda. That was it. That were the properties. It's like that were up here on the south end. So there were some pretty big gaps in the properties here. So anyway, 1,730 rooms, the Xanadu Hotel and Casino. So the country club, it's like, which was located right here, was going to be closed off. They were going to build it right on that land, and they estimated it was going to cost them $175 million to build a 1,750 room or 30 room property. So that's pretty cool. And they started working on it. They had an architect that ended up being one of the partners in the deal. So they actually started, it's like, you know, the project, he started drawing his plans up and everything, and he drew up, it was going to have a bar that was going to cost the let's see, what was the name of it? The Shangri-La in the Clouds. That was going to be the name of the bar that was going to be inside there. That was going to be a few stories high. So you would actually had to take escalator or elevator. It's like to get to the actual bar that would have been suspended over the casino floor. It was the design for the property was designed by a Martin Stern Jr. And there was going to be an atrium. There was going to be that bar. Going to be restaurants, more bars, pool out front of the property, believe it or not. And yeah, it was going to be something else at that time. So they were getting ready to plug more money into it. And well, then the disagreements started happening. So the city and the investors for Xanadu got to the point of where it was like Xanadu is like wanted them to pay for some of the like plumbing. It's like the piping, the plumbing, electrical, you know, a lot of that stuff. It's like a thing, and they go, nah. It's like, so anyway, that's the story, and that's where it stopped right there, when they could not come to any agreement that it was going to be a multifunctional property. It's like, you know, the thing, they couldn't get the city to pay for anything or pitch in anything. So yeah, they wanted to share the cost. It's like they wouldn't do it. And so yeah, went back and forth for a little while. And the corporation that was running was named Xanadu Corporation. Believe it or not, it's like in the thing, and they pulled the plug. They stopped all information. They stopped all building, stopped all planning, and never resumed. So it ended up staying up a golf course here in this area until 1990. And in 1990, it's like they sold the property to what is now MGM. And MGM builds exactly what you see over there. It's like the Excalibur Hotel and Casino. How about that, huh? So realistically, the very first property that could have been a what considered to be a mega resort would have been right here on this corner. Now the property itself, it was pretty spectacular actually. The property itself was going to be like a pyramid, believe it or not. Isn't that something, huh? And it's like they couldn't get into any agreements with anybody or anything, and that was it. So, and then a few years later, just down the road, we had the Luxor. And the Luxor is a pyramid hotel. All right, everybody, I'm Lone Wolf Rick. Thank you very much for joining me. This is a little bit Las Vegas remembered. It's like you're talking about the good old days of Las Vegas. And we were talking about the Xanadu Hotel and Casino and how it never developed. All right, everybody, take care, okay? Stay healthy. See everybody in the next video. Hey, bye-bye, everybody.